Do you ever look back on videos from the past of people predicting the future and go, ha, you're so stupid, that didn't happen. Why did you think that would happen? That never happens. Of course you do, and there's no shame in that because that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. All right, so this is the future kitchen in the 1950s.
This is the kitchen of tomorrow, a press button dream coming true for me.
Why does no one have that voice anymore? People just don't speak like that anymore. We need to bring back this voice. 2025 needs to be the year of the 1950s white man voice. Do you know what I mean?
This is the kitchen of tomorrow,
This is the kitchen. I can't even in person. And no one speaks like this nowadays. This is an extinct accent. Also, what year is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be like 2000 or like 3000?
And in the kitchen. This is the kitchen of tomorrow, a press button dream coming true for Mrs.
Also, sorry to linger on this, but did people like this just speak like this to their family and stuff? Like, did they speak in this funny accent to their family or just like their friends in normal everyday life? Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
From refrigerator doors to countertops built for big...
I mean, that's not that insane, is it? Like buttons that open like doors and stuff. We just don't have them because there's no point, because it's basically the same. This is basically the same action as this, isn't it? Like, there's no point.
Countertops built for big gals or little gals. Don't have to lean over here, you see?
Ah, we don't have those. Those would be useful. They'd probably be very expensive and also not look the best. Like, I didn't think that was much of an issue, like the countertop height. If you're too small for it, get up on a stool.
What's for dinner? Consult the menus on pictures and dish up something new for a change.
To be fair, not far off Deliveroo and all that. It's just, yeah, I'll have that picture of a chicken tikka masala. Bing, 30 minutes later, guy shows up at your door with it. It's not too dissimilar, is it?
And look where the toaster is.
Ooh. It's in the counter.
Wave of a hand and presto, down comes a hidden cabinet with the dishes. Mama will feel like a fairy princess with a magic wand in a place like this.
Why? Why not just have a cabinet that opens instead of all that? This just seems... I think they probably thought everyone in the future would have way more money than they do. Because this just looks expensive. Even, like, for the year 2100, I think this would look quite expensive.
What's cooking and when do we eat?
Okay, yeah, that looks sick. Just a rotisserie chicken pops up from the counter. Awesome. Wish we had that. All right, now we're going to be watching some idiot children from 1966 imagine the life in year 2000 and inevitably get it all wrong because they're idiot children.
Well, in the year 2000, I think I'll probably be the spaceship to the moon dictating...
No, you won't, you fucking idiot! You'll be listening to Britney Spears and you'll be happy with that.
Dictating robots.
Dictating robots? Yeah, of course you will, mate. Of course you will. You're bloody optimistic, aren't you?
I don't know, having in charge of a robot court.
What is it with robots, sir? What is this thing about robots? How quickly do you think everything's going to advance in 34 years, mate? 34 years? But we've only just got ChatGPT, and even then it's still fucking... ChatGPT is so dumb, man. It doesn't deserve its plaudits. I gave it a maths task, right? I gave it a maths task that I couldn't work out on my own, and I kept giving it the same question, and it came back with a different answer every single time. ChatGPT is fucking stupid. It can't even do maths. We're nowhere close to having, like, intelligent robot life.
Or I may be at the funeral of a computer.
At the funeral of a computer? What does that even mean? You're taking it to the dump?
Or if something's gone wrong with their nuclear bombs, I may be sort of coming back from hunting in a cave.
That was such a posh laugh. I've never heard such a posh laugh on a child before, like a little chuckle.
Hunting in a cave.
It's like the shy old man laugh.
Getting out and finding you've got a cabbage pill to eat for breakfast or something.
A cabbage pill? Oh, don't worry, we don't have those. We don't have those. You can curb your worries.
All these atomic bombs will be dropping around the place.
That was actually a mad concern back in the day, like getting nuked, weren't it? We don't really have that as much now. Like, I know, like, people on Twitter like to, like, They like to get people scared, right? People on Twitter love to get others scared and be like, oh my god, World War III's about to... It's not. It's just not. But back in the day, that was like something that people were actually worried about.
One will get near the centre, because it will sort of make a huge, great big crater, and then the world will just melt.
Well, you're a happy kid, aren't you? You're bloody cheery. You walk in a room and it lights up.
We'll get the atomic bomb and just blow the world into...
Some of these kids are so bleak. Bring back the kid who wanted to rule an army of robots. Bring him back. He wanted to go to the moon. He was at least optimistic. The rest of these kids are like... We're going to be eating cabbage pills and dying from nuclear radiation.
There's nothing you can do to stop it. More people who get bombs.
They're so fucking depressing. Holy shit. Like, this is what happens when you don't have, like, Moshi Monsters, you know? They should have had Moshi Monsters back in the day. Like, they didn't have anything to curb their worries. They didn't have anything to look forward to come home to. They were just like, oh, we got this stick and, like, a ball that we can fucking hit in the garden, and that's it. Other than that, we just sit inside and worry about our impending death via nuclear blast.
Well, I think that it'll be so overpopulated that there'll be wars.
It's so overpopulated there will be wars. I mean, yes, there will always be wars. Great prediction. But why are they so fucking bleak? Can't they just, like, say, oh, there'll be an awesome kitchen where you can press a button and a rotisserie chicken comes up?
The Earth, too much radiation on it. It'll become too hot to live on.
Jesus, man. Jesus, someone needs to go in and cheer these kids up. Like, someone needs to give them a hug. Someone needs to tell them it's all going to be all right. Like, this is the thing is, right, this generation had it the best. They could buy houses for, like, $1,000. The retirement age was probably, like, fucking 60. This lot had it good. They had it really good. Why are they being so bleak? Do they not know they're going to get houses for pennies?
There'll be no life at all, really, on the Earth.
Jesus, man. Come on. Flash a smile. Like, say, maybe everything will be all right. Maybe we might, we're going to be able to all live on the moon and, like, jump around and shit. No, we're all going to die of an atomic blast, it's just inevitable, since everybody has so many bombs and there's so much overpopulation. We're all just waiting to die, really. We're like fish in a barrel.
I don't think there is going to be atomic warfare, but I think that...
Oh, fucking finally! Someone with a bit of optimism!
...is going to be all this automation. People are going to be out of work and a great population.
Mad how they were worrying about that back in the day, like people being out of work due to automation. It's still a worry today with AI and everything. Just interesting how, like, that has been a worry for so long.
If I wasn't a biologist, that's what I'd like to do.
Bruv, you're not a biologist, you're 8. If I wasn't a biologist, mate, you're in year 2.
Do something about the population problem. Try and sort of temper it somehow.
What's your plan there, mate? What's your plan with tempering the overpopulation problem? Is this 8-year-old boy alluding to the fact he wants to commit genocide in the future? Is that what the 8-year-old boy on my screen is doing?
I think it'll be very dull, and people would all be squashed together so much there won't be any fun or anything.
I mean, there's fun. There's fun. There is fun. In the future, we have a lot of fun. You still got, like, Club Penguin to look forward to. You won't be able to enjoy it because you'll be, like, old and that by then, but still, Club Penguin's coming in about 40 years. You got that to look forward to.
People will be rationed to the amount of things they can have, because if they had too many things, it would just squash their houses and...
If they had too many things, it would squash their houses. Idiot. What does that even mean?
People will be regarded more as statistics than as actual people.
Oh, very clever. Very clever boy. Yeah, he's pretty spot on there, I think. What a fucking intelligent answer from a 5-year-old.
Sort of all machines everywhere. Everyone doing everything for you. You'll get all bored and I don't think it'll be so nice.
Fucking cheer up, come on. It's not that I'd love to have a robot butler. Who wouldn't? Well, I've never seen someone so bleak talking about the concept of a robot butler. Oh yes, he'll just bring me my drinks and my food whenever I ask. He'll clean my room. He'll make my bed. Oh, won't it be so ghastly? No, it'd be sick. I want that.
And everything will be the same. I mean, people will be the same and things will be the same.
Yeah, you're right, except we don't speak in that voice anymore, do we? This is another voice that has disappeared. The posh British child of 1966 being interviewed for the BBC. It's not a thing anymore, is it, that accent?
Won't be enough jobs to go around, and the only jobs there will be for people with high HQ, high IQ.
There won't be you then. You ain't got a high HQ. It's all right. I can bully these children because they're not children anymore. A lot of them are probably dead.
Set aside parts of the country solely for recreation.
I mean, hasn't that always been a thing? They set aside what do you mean they set aside parts of the country for? Do you mean like entire towns or something, or like gyms or like swimming pools? Because those are parts of the country separated for recreation.
And I think these are going to be very ugly indeed, probably.
Very ugly indeed. I do agree with you, old chap. Very ugly indeed.
Either everyone will be living in sort of big domes on the Sahara, or they'll be under sea.
What? What do you mean they'll be in domes under the sea or in the Sahara? What? Where are you getting this from? I know she's about 8, all right? I know children come up with the darndest things, but living in the Sahara and domes under the sea, what makes you think that domes under the sea would be a more cost-effective way of living than, like, a house? in England.
So many people that they'll have to have an overflow into the sea.
There is not that much of a space problem. Like, there isn't that much of a space problem to the point where people are having to live under the water.
Square houses, you know, more curves and artistic designs instead of just sort of boxes.
Yeah, you're in for a disappointment. Fucking introducing Barratt Homes. Just, you know, we've got a lovely semi-new build house, got a largely silicone implant spouse. Look at my head, you know, it's a skin fade, very Audi A3 sitting on the driveway.
People wouldn't be able to live in ordinary houses because that would take up too much room. They'd have to be in flats, piled on top of one another.
Nah, not really, no more. I mean, probably a bit more so than the past, but no, it's not that dramatic.
The houses would be rather small, and everything would be cramped up, very cramped.
Yeah, better buy your house up now then for like £5. You better buy your house now with your pocket money, so you don't have to live in the cramped tower blocks in 2025.
Sheep and cows and livestock, but they'll be kept in batteries. They won't be allowed to graze on...
Were they back in the day? He's spot on about this. There's a smart young chap here, but was it like that back in the day where they just have like cows free roaming and shit? Like, because now they're just kept in pens, same with chickens.
They'll be kept in buildings altogether.
Yeah, I mean, you're a very smart kid. Yeah, you're spot on.
Artificially reared, so they'll yield a larger...
He's fucking spot on. Was this a thing back then? Like, what's it, genetic... Is it genetic engineering or something where they make, like, chickens bigger and... Smart kid. Very smart kid. Fucking hell.
All the Sputniks and everything that are going up.
Why do they all talk like politicians by that? All of them talk like fucking politicians. It's so strange.
Might freeze, because the sun, I think, will probably burn out.
You idiot. It's not going to burn out. What do you mean the sun's... You're so bleak. You're so desperate for things to be bad that you're like, oh yeah, and we're all going to freeze to death because the sun's going to die out. No, it's not. All right, now we're looking at children from 1986 imagining life in 2020. Hopefully they'll be a bit more cheery than the kids from 1966.
Perhaps brainwaves converted into radio waves, sent to someone else, converted back into brainwaves, and it'd be like, what would you call it? Like a telepathy thing.
Idiot, that never happens. I mean, there's Neuralink and stuff, which I don't know, is that the same thing? But no, we don't have that, you idiot. We don't have that in 2020. We just had a big pandemic and had to sit inside for a year and a half.
Well, instead of a channel tunnel, you could have something like a space tunnel, and you could go to one planet to the other.
Idiot, what do you think's going to happen within 34 years? What do you think's going to happen? You think we're going to build tunnels to other planets? Idiot child. How is that feasible? Where are you going to get all the materials to build a tube that goes millions and millions and millions of miles to Mars? Where are you going to get... Are you going to find those materials, child?
Obviously, nuclear war worries me, but I don't think that'll happen.
Far cheerier. These children are far cheerier than the ones 20 years prior.
When it comes to wars and things like that, nuclear bombs, and then they're designing these different gases that can kill people within seconds.
Are they? I was not alerted of these gases that could kill people within a couple of seconds. Please tell me more, child.
Of technology should be wiped out completely.
Sorry, did you say technology should be wiped out completely? Did I mishear that?
Gases that can kill people within seconds and things like that. I think that aspect...
Oh, that aspect of technology should be... Yeah, but it's not gonna, is it? It's not gonna. Here's what people 100 years ago thought 2023 would be like, and this is from News Centre Maine. Okay, right, so this guy, Paul Ferry, has found, like, articles from old newspapers of people predicting the future. No more hard work by 2023. I'll have you know, I'm still here making videos like this. I'm working hard. I'm working my arse off. This is a hard day's slog. Dr. Charles P. Steinmetz, the electrical expert, believes that the time is coming where there will be no long drudgery and that people will toil not more than 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day? That's bloody loads. I spend an hour a day making Reddit videos. That's loads. That's hard slog. Owing to the work of electricity. What did they think electricity was going to do? He visualizes an amazing transformation of life in 2023. Every city will be a spotless town. Yeah, fucking right. That is to be the work of electricity. What do you mean that's to be the work of electricity? What do you mean electricity is going to create spotless towns? Makes no sense, you idiot. Idiot from the past. You're probably dead now because you're an idiot. But I also believe something like this will happen in about 50 years. I believe that the work day will be shorter. I believe less people will be working. I'll tell you what, we'll actually get to that later in the video because I've got 4 big predictions I'm going to make for the future. And I'll go over those at the end of the video. Oh, we've got fewer doctors and present diseases unknown, all people beautiful. Beauty contests will be unnecessary as if they were necessary ever. What do you mean unnecessary? They were never necessary. As there'll be so many beautiful people that will be almost impossible to select winners. The same will apply to baby content. What is that, like a baby beauty pageant? That's fucking weird. Kidney cozies will be worn to protect the kidneys on chilly days, just the same as a teapot in the north is kept warm by a tea cozy. What? Never once have I gone, oh, my kidneys are a bit cold. Go get the kidney cozy. Whose kidneys get cold? Did people's kidneys used to be external or something? By 2023, there'll be no mail between New York and San Francisco, Pittsburgh and London. Concerns will record on Talking Films orders from merchants in Peking. At 1,000 mile an hour, Frices will make deliveries of goods before sunset. Watch-size radio telephones keep everybody in communication with the ends of the earth. That's not far off, is it? That's pretty spot on. All right, so this is a 1964 interview with Arthur C. Clarke. Did he write, he either wrote 2001 A Space Odyssey or The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He wrote one of the two. I'm looking this up. Which one was it? I'm putting my bets on 2001 A Space Odyssey, but we'll have a look. Yes, he did! Oh! Flexing my very small amount of literary knowledge.
Let's start by looking at the city of the future. Some people think that it will be like this, and they're quite right.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty. So we don't have the cool circular like apartment buildings or anything, but we do have just massive tower blocks and stuff made out of glass.
These things could be put into practice immediately.
That doesn't look very safe. I would not like to live in one of these. That does not look very safe. Like, it's bending. You don't want a bendy flat. Also, what a waste of space. I mean, it looks cool, right? But do you really think housing developers are going to let any space go unoccupied?
But what about the city of the day after tomorrow? Say the year 2000.
Okay, right. We've been there. We've been there, done that. That was 25 years ago. What are you predicting, Arthur boy?
I think it will be completely different. In fact, it may not even exist at all.
Well, you're wrong, you idiot. Ah!
One of the coming techniques will be what we might call bioengineering. The development of intelligent and useful servants.
Okay, all right. Where are you going with this, Arthur?
Particularly the great apes and in the oceans.
Not far off. I swear they're like, unlike some apes entering like the Stone Age, like their brains are developing. Hang on, there's videos of like orangutans using tools. Or like fashioning tools or something. Yeah, well, we got dumbass orangutan doesn't know how to fucking hammer and nail stupid idiots. But look, this one's got a saw. I swear, like, they do know how to use tools or make tools. Like, they started making spears. Like, look, baby orangutans figure out how to use tools. They know what they're doing. They're smart little fellas.
But even if the future does belong to the robots, our bodies and our brains...
Sorry, I've never heard someone pronounce robot like that. Robot.
But even if the future does belong to the robots...
The robots. How bizarre. Sorry, anyway, we'll continue.
For example, to cope with the information explosion, we may develop a machine for recording information directly onto the brain.
Oh, like in Black Mirror, like the Black Mirror episode with the guy, he's got like the thing in his eyes and like he sees his wife cheating on him.
Learning Chinese overnight, for example. Or... we may be able to recall completely.
I think that's bollocks. You can't learn Chinese overnight, even if you've got like special contact lenses or something. You might be all like a special brain. You might be able to learn Chinese overnight. That's mental. What a mental thing to say, Arthur. Give your head a wobble.
Memories of past events, so that we seem to relive them.
Did the Charlie Brooker who does Black Mirror, did he watch this interview and go, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do that for an episode? I bet he did. I bet that's exactly what he did. Because what he's describing here is just the exact plot for the entire history of you.
I call it the replicator, and it's simply a duplicating machine.
Okay.
But it's a duplicating machine that can make an exact copy of anything.
Anything? What about me? Could I duplicate me? So then, like, we can do it in shifts, like recording videos, and then I can make, like, infinite videos and therefore infinite money. Can I do that, Arthur? Arthur, do you think this will come by soon? All right, now we've got 1989 thought houses would look like this by 2020. All right, let's have a look at these idiots. These idiots predicting houses. Are they going to predict that a 3-bed semi-detached house within 50 miles of London is going to cost £500,000? Let's find out.
I started the Home of the Future project to find out what people will want from their homes. They'll want all the benefits of modern technology.
Again, benefit, like that we had fucking, was it Arthur Boy who was like, he said robots.
They'll want all the benefits.
The benefits. What is it with people from the past mispronouncing words?
By 2020, all of this will be possible.
Possible? Benefits and possible?
You won't actually be able to see the technology, but it will be there, doing its job.
What technology is this? Like a Ring doorbell or something? Or a TV? What do you mean technology?
That means the lights automatically switch off and on as you walk between...
They can do that. I'm sure they can. I've never heard of it before because it just sounds like it's just destined to break and be really annoying. Because you don't always want lights to come on when you go into a room, do you? Like if you're going for a piss in the middle of the night, sometimes you just sort of want to fumble yourself there so you don't blind yourself with lights and wake yourself up.
No more power points. Plugs become pads, picking up power from anywhere.
Oh, he's onto something there. Why is that not a thing? Why is that not a thing? We've got MacBooks have a magnetic charger. Why can we not have magnetic walls that charge things? He's onto something here. That ain't some stupid, ridiculous prediction of technology from the future. That should actually be a thing. Are there people working on this? If not, there should be.
This is today's glass technology.
Okay. Oh, wow. It changed the clip.
Combining thin, transparent coatings with ordinary conventional glass.
Wait, this was a thing back in How had I not heard of this? This is a thing What? Bro, I did not know that was a thing. I did absolutely not know that was a thing. That's sick. I don't know, how does that work then? So what do you think the future of Windows is going to be like, David Button? Because you've already impressed me here with technology from, 36 years ago here.
This liquid crystal display TV...
Wait, people used to watch TV on that? That's shit. What are you going to watch? That's like fucking 2 centimetres by 1 centimetre. What are you going to watch on that?
This glass has a coating which can act as a light source in itself.
Yeah.
Becoming a prototype.
I mean, I think we're going to have better technology than this in 2020.
So a simple command could turn a window into a wall, and you could decorate it how you want.
Okay, I mean, that's not really a thing, is it? It's not a thing right now. I don't think people would want that really to be a thing either. Actually, no, I want that. I want television window.
But there's one area where homes are going to have to change.
Fuck it, don't interrupt him. You know, you mispronounce 2 words and then you interrupt big man here. Right, I think we're done with watching other people's predictions for the future. Now, I'm going to make my own predictions. And while I'm reading these out to you, I want you to leave your predictions for 2060 in the comments. I'll be hearting some of my favourites. But anyway, first prediction. I think human-like androids will be common, but most people won't own them because they're too expensive and they won't have a need for them. It'll mostly be only rich people that will have them, as well as the elderly and disabled, which will have them provided to them by the government. That's my first prediction. I know I said AI is stupid still, but I think it'll be intelligent enough to do stuff like that by 2060. Second prediction, I think that AI will replace a lot of jobs, but to deal with the wave of unemployment, a universal basic income will be implemented, and employers who replace human workers will have to pay higher rates of tax per employee replaced to make up for it. And as a result, most people will work less hours but get paid the same. Prediction number 3, it will be the new norm to have a chip in your brain like a Neuralink that replaces your phone and uses augmented reality to display things to you. It's kind of similar to the Arthur, what he said. Yeah, we're on first name basis, we're pals, about the entire history of you type technology. I think that's plausible for the future. And number 4, I think that space entrepreneurship will be the new internet entrepreneurship. What does that mean? I don't really know. I just saw an interview with Jeff Bezos like a few months ago where he spoke about building an infrastructure in space so that entrepreneurs can like make space type businesses. I don't really know what it means. I just think that's my 4th prediction, all right? It's quite an exciting one. It's one I'm excited about. I want it to be a thing. I want space entrepreneurship to be a thing. That sounds cool. All right, if you're watching this in 2060, react to this and tell me how wrong I was. I might be dead. So yeah, let me know your predictions for the future in the comments, and like and subscribe